Setting: the year 2499. Humanity has conquered death, not through medicine, but through technology. Consciousness can now be extracted, digitized, and transferred into new bodies, called shells. Some are biological clones, others are synthetic, and a few are even modified alien bodies. The rich live forever, hopping between custom-built, enhanced bodies. The poor, however, are forced to rent defective shells, their consciousness shackled with built-in corporate failsafes. The industry controlling this process is known as the Flesh Cartel, a conglomerate of megacorporations that dictate who gets to live, who gets discarded, and who simply vanishes from existence. But the process isn't perfect. Something is happening to people who transfer too many times. A hidden flaw, one that the Flesh Cartel refuses to acknowledge. Main character: Dr. Adrian Kade. Dr. Adrian Kade was one of the leading neuroscientists at Vita Corp, the largest provider of mind transfer technology. For years, he believed he was helping humanity evolve beyond the limitations of biology. But during a deep system audit, he discovered a terrifying truth. Every time a person transfers, their consciousness degrades slightly. Memories blur, emotions flatten, and identity erodes. After too many transfers, people begin suffering from fragmentation, a condition where the mind slowly breaks down, losing its essence piece by piece. Vita Corp knows about this and has been covering it up. Those who suffer extreme fragmentation are quietly erased, their shells repurposed, their minds discarded. But there's an even darker secret buried within Vita Corp's records. The ultra-rich have never actually transferred bodies. Instead, they have access to secret genetic treatments that preserve their original forms indefinitely. They've sold the idea of immortality to the masses, while ensuring that only they remain untouched. The betrayal and the hunt. Horrified by what he's uncovered, Adrian tries to go public. But before he can act, Vita Corp moves against him. His personal body, his original, is erased from all records, legally declared non-existent. His consciousness is forcibly uploaded into a low-tier synthetic shell, one riddled with corporate restrictions. Now trapped in an inferior, glitching body, Adrian becomes a fugitive. Vita Corp unleashes their enforcers, elite soldiers with cybernetic augmentations, to hunt him down. His only hope for survival lies in a group he once dismissed as radicals: the Originals. The Originals and the Resistance. The Originals are a growing resistance movement led by Lyra Vasquez, a former Special Forces operative. Unlike most of the population, she has never transferred bodies. She believes that mind transfer tech is a curse, eroding what makes humans unique. Her people see Adrian as a traitor, one of the scientists who built the very system that enslaved humanity. But when Adrian shows them the evidence of what's really happening, the Originals realize they have bigger problems. The alien connection and the HFY twist. Deep within Vita Corp's encrypted files, Adrian and the Originals uncover something even worse than corporate corruption. The mind transfer process is not an invention, it was reverse-engineered from alien technology. Human consciousness is uniquely transferable. No other species in the known galaxy can separate mind from body without catastrophic failure. For centuries, Vita Corp has been secretly selling fragmented human minds to an alien empire. These consciousnesses are used as organic AI, entertainment programs, and even fuel for alien supercomputers. The truth is horrifying. Humanity was never meant to live forever. Every transfer degrades the mind because the process is unnatural. But aliens? They see it as a resource. They don't want us to stop transferring. They want us to keep breaking ourselves apart so they can keep harvesting our minds. And now, the Flesh Cartel is preparing for the next phase, a system-wide forced transfer event, where billions of human minds will be uploaded into storage and sold off-world. The counterattack. Knowing they have little time, the Originals launch an all-out war against Vita Corp. Their goal: 1. Infiltrate Vita Corp's central data vault and release the suppressed evidence to the world. 2. Shut down the mind transfer network to prevent further human consciousness from being stolen. 3. Destroy the alien communication relay that has been coordinating the sale of human minds. But VitaCorp and their alien buyers won't go down without a fight. As Adrian, Lyra, and the originals launch their assault, the enforcers are unleashed. A massive battle erupts in the heart of VitaCorp's headquarters, a fight between cybernetic soldiers, rogue AI, and hardened human warriors who refuse to become commodities. Adrian's sacrifice and the final twist. In the final battle, Adrian is mortally wounded. His synthetic shell is failing, and there's no time to transfer again. But there's one last option: upload himself directly into VitaCorp's core AI. In his last act, Adrian hacks into the system and triggers a forced overwrite, restoring all stolen minds to their original bodies, or as close as possible. Billions of lost humans suddenly wake up in random shells across the galaxy, disrupting the alien buyers and collapsing the entire slave trade overnight. But Adrian himself is lost in the process. His mind, fragmented beyond repair, becomes a ghost in the machine. His last thought before he fades: "We were never meant to live forever." In his last act, Adrian hacks into the system and triggers a forced overwrite, restoring all stolen minds to their original bodies, or as close as possible. Billions of lost humans suddenly wake up in random shells across the galaxy, disrupting the alien buyers and collapsing the entire slave trade overnight. But Adrian himself is lost in the process. His mind, fragmented beyond repair, becomes a ghost in the machine. His last thought before he fades: "We were never meant to live forever." Epilogue. Humanity strikes back. With VitaCorp destroyed and the mind transfer network crippled, humanity faces an uncertain future. The originals now lead a new era, one where people must decide whether to abandon transfer technology entirely or find a way to rebuild it ethically. But humanity is not weak. The aliens thought they could manipulate us, turn us into a resource. Instead, they have awakened an enemy. As the final scene unfolds, a fleet of human warships, crewed by survivors of the mind transfer system, prepares to launch. Their mission? To take the fight to the alien slavers.